Welcome to the Magic City. Today we're going to look at, I hope, two bridges in parts of Morris Avenue. But this one's new in the Rainbow Viaduct. And look at this design. They actually put a street on both sides of this bridge. Right up against the building between the bridge, and you can drive on it. And you have it on both sides. You just have this large sidewalk and whatnot. You see, the sidewalk gets real tiny. And over here, if you look at pictures of this bridge and another bridge, there are buildings like in the middle. And you see how it just gets cut out. I'm not sure what happened with the stories of the buildings and another bridge. But here you got a good view of Morris. More construction. I can't see what the signs say though. And hopefully we'll get to walk on that today, but it's cold. So this is how they constructed this one. So under me is actually a street. Car's just gonna stop. Oh, he's confused by the entrance. Oh, one-way streets. This one's got building against it too. Curb still has old steel plating, but it's a steel town. There's Morris, and there's a bridge I want to go on before it's demolished. And over there you can see a ditch joint and the barrier. And most likely, I guess, there probably was a building there, and they recreated it for concrete later. This bridge is newer, but not that much newer. And they just don't make them like they used to. I've driven down there a couple times actually, probably for the novelty of it. This building here is interesting. They still have I think they still have an old Southern Railroad sign in a window. I'll look at it though. But look, there's even an alley. The alley looks like it's got a sidewalk. And it's got a tree. I think there was a second alley down here. You can still see like the paint, because they have there's like a door over there. They still got the paint from the original building. Now I've got to cross because it's still there. I want to get it before they remove it. See how it says commercial loss and sales. So when you get to this curb, you go, watch that. Yeah, like they didn't mean for a bridge to be there. Ah, here we go. Ah, more construction. Check that out. It says Southern Railways in a window. Used to be a railroad office, transportation building. See? So I don't know if they have a whole thing or not. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I think 13 seconds. There's the historic First Avenue. Another view of that alleyway. Still has a cobblestone curb. Never they built that. Oh yeah, no anticipation. I gotta put a bridge in. Putting that little roadway in was probably a compromise because of anger, I wonder. Yieldings, your friendly department store, established 1876. That's empty. Last time I walked there. What's really cool though, and I hope one day I get to go in, that Birmingham Realty Company. It's one of the oldest buildings They did the real estate and title, so when the town was new, you can see like the ornateness. And it's supposed to be teller windows in there back when they used to sell the deeds for like teller windows. So they got the planners, they got the Greek stuff, and I forget whose face that is, but that might actually be. Sometimes they put their own faces in those old Romanesque things, and actually not historical. Okay. It's very odd. The street's very odd too. You got the original brick and curb. So I could jump into Morris from here since I'm walking. Here we have an old Steiner building. Here we have construction. I forgot I don't want to go down the street until this is done. Now this is amazing. Think about this for a second. This building says 1890, assuming that the sun's not in our eyes. This says 1890. This I think is 1907. That's 17 years later. So think about this. It's not like the people working in this building, or a guy who even built this building, was born in 1890. People way before that. So you have this alleyway here when they built a bridge. I guess this one's not wide enough for a street. Actually, you have these stairs. To go to Morris. See? You can even see part of the what's it, the crowning of a roof. It's actually still there. Which no roof connects to the bridge. So think about this. In 1890, or 1907, I'm sorry, you had people from 1907, could be 30, 40, maybe 50 going up this alleyway. Essentially Victorians. Victorian upbringing, maybe Victorian manners. You have people who maybe were actually like 17 years old and they were born when that building was built, walking up that alleyway. 1910s, 1920s, 1930s, fashions, depression, 40s, 50s, where was going on in the 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, that's all original. 2000s, 10s, me. And considering whatever they're going to do to that bridge, might be the last ones to record it and actually even say that. Because, I mean, you can see it's not like they refurbished it much. They boarded up the windows, they put stairs in. And that was it. Here's the old bridge. Last time. Here's a building. Can't really see what it says. This guy's neat doors. Sometimes I wonder what we miss. Look how tight the alleyway is. It's like 4 feet between buildings. Here's the bridge we started from. So, I wonder when the building next day disappeared. Maybe that's why it's got like a weird structure. Where that little yellow bit drops down. That bit's high. It's probably built when there's a building on it. Because that whole, like, railing doesn't connect, so it's obviously comes later. Bridge over there didn't even have lighting when it was installed, or electricity, until like 30 years later too. These buildings, City Federal, Crown, Protective Life, I'm sorry, copper roof, which means that it must have obviously wasn't green when it was built. See, you wouldn't think about right here is a street. Yeah, there's no one coming. You can even see like windows and that little 4-foot alley of a tree coming out. And they have a sign paint on the building where the bridge now connects. These all lights and wires dangling. That's what it's supposed to look like. See, bridge gets thinner in structure right there, and it attaches right to a building. Guess provides extra support. We see so many of them are missing. These are these bridges. I think this is the only one left on all 4 sides. These 2 bridges that actually at least like touch. Street to exit, big hole. Only right. Yeah, so you even get the light because you're going against traffic. Judge and concern, as the lawyers would say. I'd have to see these signs. Sick Grace. This was not here last time I was here. Always construction crews fixing everything up. Oh, when did they come up with this? Mercantile Morris. Look at that. That's cool. So what they did was they took, I don't even know if it's open. Stores on. So they took an alleyway and covered it up and put in doors. And over there might be stairs that go to 2nd Street. You can still smell the wood, I think. That's a cool concept. I mean, I guess once a building's gone, you can't really replace it. Look how much usable space they added. And they put the trusses up. Connect the shell that used to be there, so it's sturdy, so it stays. With the new things. And they're going to Main Street. We'll take that on the way back. Yeah, look at that. There's the front. That's cool. So. The thing is that when you redo essentially an entire city that was empty, I mean, look at it. When you redo an entire city was empty, you still got original green paint, so you know what years these are here. There's construction guys constantly around for years and years and years, because like every block's got stuff going on. I got so many sidewalks and streets closed right now. I did a video from those windows up there. Lindsay's office furnishings, looking for a chair. And I got streets that are closed, I got sidewalks that are closed. Everywhere I go is like contractors. I was wondering, I guess it hasn't happened yet. What happens when they're done in construction? It's gonna look like a ghost town, so it won't have all these contractors everywhere. Their original view. Even got for all of the burglar bills. An old light too. It's like 30s, 40s attaches to that bill. It's so cool. It's like archaeology, urban archaeology. Here's Arnold bread. Oh, Armor. I thought it was Arnold bread. Maybe it's down the street. This is Armor. It's released now. I guess they paved over it. Used to be train tracks right here. Give you an idea how many tracks are in this city. How they went everywhere.